everyone, we are back with another thrift store book haul. Now, these are all gonna be just some random books that I have picked up from my thrift store. Some of them are from several different series and one-offs and whatever it may be, so these are kind of just like all the randoms that I have been collecting over the last couple months since my last like random thrift store book haul. But if you do want to see like specifically like any Nancy Drew books or Hardy Boy books or whatever specific series, if I found enough of them to warrant their own video, definitely check out my thrift store book playlist if you want to see more of my finds. So this one is going to be a little bit of like a smaller haul just because sometimes it's hit or miss at the thrift store, but these are all the ones that I have found so far. Now, I have to say this series, I don't know when I'm ever going to get to the series, and I keep picking up more and more books, so I have to at some point commit to myself that I'm going to read the series, because I just have so many random books and there's so many sub-series in the series, I don't even know where to start. So honestly, I just kind of keep picking these up when I find them, hoping that I will get to them someday. So first off, we have the Sweet Valley High book. Now, like I said, there are so many like sub-series, I don't even know where to start. But this is number 125, and this one is called Camp Killer. So I don't know, that one kind of just seemed really interesting and kind of piqued my interest. So even if this is not a series that I like fully commit to, I definitely think picking up a few here and there would be really interesting. So Camp Killer number 125. And like I said, I don't know where these all fit in. So next up, I have, this one is Sweet Valley High Twins and Friends. And this one is one of their super chiller ones. So I'm kind of more interested in those. This one is called The Curse of the Golden Heart. Once again, I know absolutely nothing about this series. All I know is it's about like these two twin girls and like all their friends, and there's like a million different spin-offs and stuff. So I think some of them are supposed to be like really dramatic and like soap opera-esque and stuff. So we will see. Then also on that same like sub-series, we have Sweet Valley Twins and Friends. This one is number 11, and this one is called Buried Treasure. And then shifting gears a little bit to another series. This was a series that I really liked reading when I was in middle school. No, it was elementary school. Yeah, it was definitely late elementary school, and there were several of them that I had read and I really liked. So whenever I saw a few of these at the thrift store, I was snatching these up because I really want to read these, and it's a much smaller series, so this could be like a series I do in between some of my like long haul series just to kind of break it up a little bit. So this is from the Royal Diaries collection. Now you guys, back in like 6th grade, I found the Marie Antoinette one, and that started my obsession with her. Like the cover of the book was so pretty. I loved that these had like the gilded edges and stuff, and I loved the whole princess theme and like the diary thing. So I mean, this kind of series was absolutely made for me. So I found this one, and this one is Anastasia, of course, the last Grand Duchess of Russia, 1914. So I love the story of Anastasia. As dark and as sad and horrific as it is, it's just one of those things, it really stuck with me, the whole story, and there's just so many interesting things about Anastasia. So I'm really excited to kind of read the like fictionalized diary version of her. So got that one. And another one I found, and I was really excited when I found this one. This was another not character, but you know, historical figure that I've always heard about but didn't know much about until like I got into the TV series of well, anyway, let me just get into it. This one is Mary Queen of Scots, and this one, it says Queen Without a Country, France, 1553. Now, if you are not familiar with Mary Queen of Scots, she kind of has a wild history, and it kind of blows my mind. So I am very excited to read about this one. When I was like in, I think it was late high school, early college, the TV show Reign came out, which is all about Mary Queen of Scots. Very fictionalized in some parts, but you know, some of it did kind of stay pretty true. I actually still have never finished that series, but I was obsessed with it for so long, and I like restarted the whole series like twice. I think I got to like the very last season and then I just petered out for no reason. So maybe I will go back and watch that series whenever I get to this book. But I do know some like basics of her life, and it's just kind of a really weird, crazy story. So really excited to read about this one as well. And this next series kind of goes a little bit hand in hand with this, but not quite. But it's like kind of the American version of like The Royal Diaries. And I remember seeing these books sometimes growing up in my library, but I never actually read any of these, but I found a couple of them at my thrift store and I was like, oh, I kind of remember those and I would love to read them. I think for some reason, like the book and the art style of them kind of scared me when I was little, if you know what I mean. So this is the Dear America series, which I've never read before. Once again, it kind of reminds me of like a slightly more grown-up version of like the American Girl doll books, you know? I'm really excited to try these because again, it's kind of like that diary format as like the Royal Diaries, but these are all about kind of like American women. I don't know if these are all true stories or not, or if they're kind of like fictionalized or not. You guys can definitely let me know because I'm just not that familiar with the series. But a lot of these are like about like American women or like immigrants to America and stuff. So another one I'm really interested in reading. So this one is called A Coal Miner's Bride, The Diary of Anetka Kaminska, and it says Latimer, Pennsylvania, 1896. So I'm really excited to like get into these sometimes because I really love like historical kind of books, or even like if it's a historical fiction, I just find them so fascinating. And then the last one that I found once again in the Dear America series, this one is called Standing in the Light, and it says The Captive Diary of Catherine Carey Logan, Delaware Valley, Pennsylvania, 1763. So we have another Pennsylvania one. That's kind of interesting. Found two of the Pennsylvania ones. So again, I'm not sure how many books are in the series, but if I find any more, I'm definitely going to be picking them up. Alright guys, so that is it for this very eclectic and very random mix match of series. And once again, I don't know when I'm gonna get to these specific series and whether I'll even make videos about them or if I just, you know, kind of read them on my own. I really haven't decided quite yet, but I do look forward to some point getting to these books. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it's kind of like the curse of a book collector is like having this like growing pile of to read books, and it's just getting so tall, but I'm really hoping I will get to these sometime in the near future because a lot of these are either nostalgic or like nostalgic adjacent, kind of like with these, since I didn't specifically read these books growing up, but I knew about them and I always wanted to read them, but I just never really got to it. So I'm definitely looking forward to at some point getting into some of these books. Alright, so that is it for this random mix match haul of thrift books. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys whenever we have the next round of random books. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later.